might have a winner. Classic. I'm setting it up right now. Okay, why is this happening? That should not be happening. Okay, here we go. Cool. Dude. Oh wait, I keep getting new bots, but I keep revealing like nuts. Oh, I'm so stupid. Alright. Thank you. 8. Bro, orange and pink look red and pink look the exact fucking same. Holy shit. Orange and pink look so similar in the bingo thing. Dude, they actually look the same. It's incredible. Alright. Oh, that was surprising. Alright, so as we come closer to actually starting this shit up, first and foremost, we're currently waiting for fishmcmuffins to, and I quote, run to the bathroom RQ, which I believe stands for really quick, but I mean, you know, your guess is as good as mine. Sushi, in the meantime, is talking about how he's been training for weeks, months, years for this, which I know is not true because he's been playing Minecraft lately, which is a good game by certain metrics. But yeah, in case you have no idea, we're playing Celeste Lockout Bingo, currently in a tournament. This should be the second round of group phase for these guys. I believe this is second versus first seed in the respective group. Which is cool, they both won their first round match. Yeah, should be a good one. They both haven't played Celeste in a bit, but they're both really good players, both speedrunners and as bingo players. Sushi, of course, getting second in Division 1 to Ultramarine. And I believe Fish got 3rd or 4th in Div 2, I forgot. One of those two. But I believe it's 4th, because he lost to Luke in what was a heartbreaking game. One of the most heartbreaking games to ever been witnessed by mankind. In Game 3, Luke versus Fish went down in history, where Fish got behind early, and it was like a super pro-sucky bird. And it was just... I almost said bird there, but you got the point. Like, it was just GG, like 10 minutes in. It was so sad. Also, it's just a different wallpaper again. I haven't used a different one in a while. That one sucks. That's with this one. This one looks good. Too bright? Dude, you're too bright. My eyes? What do you mean your eyes? You look at this game for 8 hours a day and you tell me that the fuck... Like, dude. I'm not responding to this anymore, but honestly, I'm over this. Okay, well we have both runners ready, so I'm getting a countdown ready as we speak. Okay, cool. Sorry for the typing. We are pretty much ready to go right now. As I cut this wonderful song just lower. And we switch to Sushi's audio, and yeah. We currently have a countdown going. It's around a minute left on the board, or on the counter rather. And Actually, we're not ready because Sushi doesn't have audio on his stream, which is whack. Alright, sorry. Alright, now we're finally ready. Countdown is ticking down. Again, if you have no idea what the fuck's going on, we're playing Celeste Lockout Bingo. We have 2 players compete against each other on a 5x5 board with 25 objectives total on them. If a player gets an objective, the opponent can't get that objective anymore, so he's locked out of getting it. And the winner will be who gets the most objectives, in other words, over half of them, which should be 13. So once we get to 13, you know, match is over. We also play with some custom progression rules and a mod to keep track of stuff, such as, you know, Seeker Bobs, etc., or Winkberries, some of the more obscure stuff. And, shoutouts to fishmcmuffins, holy shit. Shoutouts to fishmcmuffins for that one. I'm sure there will be a clip of that. Anyway, we play with some custom rules, most notably that each player can assist with 1 level. That was what I was about to say. Let's get back to commentary. First thing I see is 30 berries and 40 berries, which I like. As always, is what I sound like a broken record to everybody who listens to this more than once, but on boards like these, 30 berries is incredibly strong. Because if you get 30 berries, you signal to your opponent that you have very good progress in that. It might also get 40 berries at that point. Or alternatively, your opponent has to invest a lot of time. Thank you, back. Into getting the 40 berries. Other early game stuff that they might be quote-unquote racing for, there's... Wow, holy shit. There's get a 1-up in 1A, there's get a 1-up... Oh no, Sushi! Dice in Prologue in the meantime. Anyway, there's get a 1-up in 1A, there's get a 1-up in 2A, there's get a 1-up in 5A too, and then there's get 2 1-ups total. So there's quite something there. I feel like we might see a rush for that, especially knowing that berries on this board are pretty strong. So I feel like especially the 1A 1-up can be really good. And if you like do decent on it, you could potentially chain it into a double 1-up too, at which point you definitely lock your opponent out of bad. I think it could be a strong play, and it looks like Fish is sure going for the first berry, and yeah, I think that will be the play from him, honestly. I think we'll probably see a 1-up attempt here from Fish. Might even be a double 1-up, we'll see. Definitely, actually he might have risked the double 1-up because he doesn't know that Sushi died in Prologue, which of course we know. Oh, misses that Winkberry, that's quite unfortunate. So now I doubt we will see a double 1-up from Fish anyway, because getting a double 1-up at this point is really hard. Oh, this is tight. Okay. Ooh. Wow, Sushi restarts chapter? Really? Sushi tries the 1-up too, but he fails it and he restarts. That seems like a weird decision. I would have just quit out, not quit out, but I would just like, oh no. Oh no. This is Mom Spaghetti from Fish right now. He connected Berry, and at this point it's very difficult to get a 1-up out of this. He needs to get one of the more out of, oh no, Fish. What is he gonna do with this? Right, he goes back left. Oh my god. This is insane. This is some of the most, dude, this is the most insane 1A fucking 1-up routing I've ever seen. And Fish gets it, holy shit, dude. That is incredible. I have not seen that route before, but sure, dude, that is something. He went back left. And so at this point, I guess, oh no, Sushi might still try this, I guess. I was about to say Sushi just collects, I guess, but he can still get the 2 1-ups, so he probably still wants this. And he might just like carry this over until he gets 2, which will be hard, so... Keep a look on Sushi's screen because this will probably be very spaghetti and very nerve-wracking because he needs 2 more berries. And never mind. He doesn't need 2 more berries. He's fucked. Take it back. Alright, cool. Taylor was setting that up. Man, Sushi's falling quite far behind early, which really sucks for him. Especially because there's quite some stuff early on that he could be interested in. For sure, at this point, we'll probably get to 2 1-ups. You can, by the way, save and quit here, but I guess it's not faster in RTA. I mean, this is definitely very Fish favorite. Like, also saying Fish favorite sounds really fun. But yeah, a disadvantage this early is kind of a big deal, so... and Msushi put himself quite far behind. He fucks out the 1-up, restarts chapter, tries 1-up again, and then, like, fails it again. Okay, Msushi is quite far behind, gets the part which I don't quite understand. In the meantime, Fish is getting into 3A, skipping 2A, which is interesting. I mean, I suppose he got all the value out of the 2A, out of the 1-up play he wanted. The 1A 1-up in itself is decent enough. Although I do feel like this is a bit weird for Fish because early 2A seemed really strong. You can get a 1A, 1-up and 2A pretty easily. And when Fish gets it, he also gets 2 1-ups total. So that seems like a bit of a weird play, but sure. Is 3A even that strong to be worth skipping for? I mean, what will Fish get from 3A? Let's look. There's 4 winged berries, which you will almost certainly get. However, he will skip a seeded berry for the 4 seeded berries. And, what else is there? There's a huge mess order? And that's about it. Wow. I feel like this has to be a misplay. Right? 3A does not look very valuable on this board, honestly. Yeah, complete 3A sides, I guess, and 5A sides, but I mean, you don't need to really skip 2A for that necessarily. Early 2A seemed really strong. I wonder if Sushi will now try the double 1-up, maybe. Because double 1-up in 2A is not that bad. Sushi gets the Bino. Oh yeah, Fish is skipping this too. We use 1 binocular on 3 chapters. That's pretty strong for 2A. And then Sushi can skip 3A and get into 4A early. Right? Because if Sushi skips 3A, he gets used 3 binoculars in 2 chapters way more easily. Because, I mean, I guess, he probably won't get that instantly, but you know. He will probably still get into 4A earlier. Which there is some early stuff in 4A too. Get started, all start 4A berries. Hey, UP. Yeah, 4A isn't like super strong, but I feel like 4A is decent and definitely better than 3A. I very much question this play from Fish. Again, so I think what he definitely gets out of this is the 4 winged berries, which is like decent. But I don't know if it's worth giving up as much as he's giving up. Both in terms of what there is in 2A and also in terms of like, you know, just the progress that he loses for not skipping 3A. And Sushi doesn't even nail the double 1-up there. Gets a 2A 1-up, gets a 2 1-ups. So that's pretty strong from him. And now also gets some berry, of course, which are okay. There's also something to be mentioned here, although I don't think it will matter too much in this particular scenario. But again, I do think that 30 berries is not really strong on this board. And 3A berries kind of suck. They're pretty slow. And especially, I mean, really all of them except for the huge mess ones are pretty out of the way. So, Sushi definitely has a better case for getting to 30 berries first, because getting the 2A berries on the way is way easier than getting some of the 3A berries. Fish is 1 winged short. Oh wow. Which one did he miss? Does anybody know? Is he on 3 right now? He should be on 4 if he got all of them, but... Oh, Fish missed the first one in 1A, right! Right, Fish missed the first one, I remember. I remember him trying to get that and he misses it. That is nutty. But he's playing chess-style books right now, which is fine. He gets the heart from this, but... I wonder if he probably quits out after this, right? What's up, Dick Dog? I think he might go back for 1A. Because half the value in this entire play has to be the fact that he gets 4 winged berries decently early. Well, I think going back for that winged berry isn't too bad, Evan. So I think if he goes back after he unlocks Shaft, he might still be fine. It of course kind of sucks, but it's only like what, like 15 seconds to go back for that winged berry, so it's not too bad. Save a Siska for Summit. Dude, we have a play here. Wow, and Fish doesn't quit out. Okay, well now I'm starting to question this play. He is of course also delaying the huge mess order, which I mean is kind of to be expected, I suppose. Doesn't want to give away the fact that he has skipped 2A, so that makes perfect sense that he's not taking that off. I assume he will probably do that once he gets to Sweet. The pole movement, I missed it. And for the record, Fish is getting a few berries along the way, which again is something I think we should do on this board. He's actually already sitting at 20, wow. I wonder if he goes left side here. Nah, okay, he does double dash. Oh, did Sushi just wait? No, okay, Sushi's fine, right? Yeah, okay. And yep, Sushi skipping 3A as expected. So the delay actually doesn't really matter here. Sushi was gonna skip 3A anyway, which is interesting. How the fuck do you even get? How do you even get a file name like that? Did he custom mod that in? Oh wow. First is going back into 2A. Wait, what's going on here? What? Seeded? Manipulating English.text. Ah. I mean, he will get the seed and the Baidu from this, but why now? Why now? What? Cassette? What? I mean, I guess I'm very... Okay, maybe he thinks that 30 berries is very highly contested, which honestly kind of is. So I guess he gets faster berries from this, but man, like, holy shit. This is something. Okay, so now he takes off that, which, I mean, won't matter in actually confusing Sushi other than maybe giving him wrong information, but... Bro, fish, please. Yeah, B-sides are not good on this board at all. The only B-side you might want to play is 4B, honestly. And I guess 5B. Dude, this is kind of weird. Like, Sushi was so far behind early on, right? He was fucking nutty behind. Put himself at such a big disadvantage. Now Fish is just kind of honestly throwing it away, like, by just making questionable decisions. Again, something that is going well for Fishy is that he will probably get 30 berries first, which he now really has to. If he doesn't, then he's gonna be fucked. But I think he will. It sure looks like he will, but like, man, what? Why? Three A-sides? Yeah, but is he gonna do it now? Nah, right? He's gonna play for... There's no way he finishes before 4A, right? I mean, it might set him up for 5 A-sides later pretty nicely, which is like good, I guess, but... Sushi in the meantime takes off all start 4A berries. Like, I do respect some of this. Also, what's up, Blue Eye? What I do like about this from Fish is that he realized that 30 berries is pretty high priority, which it was. So that's a pretty good game sense there, but, I mean, at that point, like, you just gotta question the routing, right? Like, if you skip 2A to get to 3A early, which is already questionable, and then you go back into 2A, because you realize that 2A has more valuable and, like, more, like, you know, time-efficient berries to get to 30 berries first, like, at that point, you just gotta wonder, like, you know, 2A skip must have been a mistake if you are aiming for the berries. Man, very questionable. And he's falling way behind. And actually, Sushi putting out. Maybe he's not falling that far behind. Sushi going back into 1A. What? Oh no! He's gonna get the winged berry first! Oh wow, this sucks so much for Fish. Holy shit, I completely forgot about that. He never went back for that. Oh my god, that is awful. Fish should have definitely went back for that too. If he's already going back for the 2A shit. Wait, is he actually trying to snipe through? Wow. Wow. He is sniping 3A sides. And 40 berries, I guess. And he's gonna... Wow. I mean, I guess the absolute silver lining for Fish here is that he will... Like, he can play 4B and probably find some value in the fact that he's behind in progress. If he plays 4B, he gets, you know, a heart, but most importantly, he will get a chapter with 3 binoculars. So he might be able to find some value in the fact that he's, you know, despite the fact that he's behind in berries. Not in berries, sorry, man. I've been talking for a long time today, excuse me. In progress. So you might find some value there, but man, that is just questionable. He's falling so far behind right now. And again, he will of course lock Sushi out of the 3A sets here, because that's definitely something that's on Sushi's mind too. Especially considering that Sushi skipped, Sushi did skip 3A. which is, you know, generally incentivizes the 3A sides because 3A is the longest sort of the first 4A sides. But again, like, just man, this seems like a 2v2 play. It seems like, yeah, okay, I get all the early game shit, guys. I'll get all the early game shit, and you do Dude, I can't talk. You do progress. Jesus Christ. The 2v2 play. What's up, Pete? Yeah, Sushi is probably trying to get 40 berries. So again, there's some value there. He will lock Sushi out of 40. He will lock Sushi out of 3A sets, but... Well, presumably, right? How many fish has to be like close to... Yeah, okay, he's gonna get 40 with the wing berry here, I think. Is he gonna get 3A sets? Oh, wow! Oh, wow! No, don't get the wing berry! No fish! Oh my god! Bro. He needed it for 40, but how desperately did he need it? Oh man, this is awful for him. Oh my god, dude. Sushi just shit on his chest so much. Holy shit. Yeah, the Siska was literally wasted. And now Fish is a whole chapter behind. And I have a hard time seeing him come back at this point. Like, he put him in a set with such a big disadvantage early on. The fact that he didn't, like, that 3A side play did not work out, man. That was just awful. Like, that seemed to be, like, you know, I was like, okay, well, maybe he can find some value in this whole, like, shenanigans going on here, but man, holy shit. To lose 3A sides? Like, if there was any value in this weird fucking routing, then 3A sides was it. That was the value. Like, I feel like he just... It's gonna be tough. Again, there are some, like, things that work out for Fish at the very least. Again, he could potentially play 4B here, although I don't think he will. But that is an option. And then, more importantly, Sushi probably has to make a decision between 5B and 5A. Because Unraveling Berry is a thing, and 5B is also a thing. And I think Sushi would probably go for 5B. I mean, I guess he probably could get both, but he probably won't. So at the very least there too, Fish will probably get something, even though he's behind in progress. Because there's sort of a fork, you know? Like, after depths, there's like a fork in paths. Like, either you play 5B or 5A Unraveling Berry. And Sushi will get one of those, and the Fish will most likely at least get the other one. So I guess he still gets something despite being in progress, but the fact that Sushi will hit the late game, like probably 3 minutes earlier, is gonna be a big deal. Because Summit is decent, and although Summit you have to play like very deep into to get value out of, but more importantly, Reflection has pretty good stuff, like Isai Room, which I guess is also kinda late actually. I don't know. I guess late game isn't too strong, but I mean, there is something for sure. Yeah, Fish definitely has to get the Binos at this point, which he will, right? Wait, shouldn't Sushi have the Binos, by the way? Oh wait, he just ticked it off, never mind, I'm stupid. Okay, yeah, never mind, I'm stupid. Also wait, did Sushi really do all of Grabless? Did he like... Did he do the starters with Grabless too? Or did he just turn on like midway? I swear he did, right? He's doing Grabless depths, by the way. Fish in the meantime is playing 4B, so again, he will get the Binos there, probably 3 Binos in 2 chapters at some point. Or that will be quite some time. Man, this is... Oh. Alright, I forgot about Epilogue Bird, that's true, Evan. Yeah. Wow, I think Sushi might just win from Summit, right? Almost. No, he does. Wow. I think Sushi literally went from Summit, doesn't he? I thought it was only 3, but I forgot about the epilogue bird. Yeah, you're completely right. Oh my god, this is such a sad match. Yeah, that's exactly right, Evan. I forgot that there was 4. I thought it was only 3 because I forgot about epilogue bird. But yeah, 4-seeded berries, the 4th one will be in 2K, so to get 4-seeded berries you have to get there because there's only 4 in the game. And then there are 2 things for 2.5k. 2,000 and 2,500 meter gems and 2.5k berries. And then finally you will get the bird's nest from actually completing Summit. And I guess Sushi almost... I mean, at that point Sushi also gets 5 A-sides if Fish hasn't done it at that point. Yeah, Fish... just... Oh, wow. Oh, no. Well, I will tell you guys that Fish just called GG, and he said that skipping 2A was a misclick. That he did not mean to skip 2A. I mean, honestly, if he skips to it, like, even if he misclicks, like, you probably want to commit to that misclick, right? And I can feel that there's probably some tilt going on there because, yeah, I'd be tilted too. That sucks, dude. GG. Logical fallacy there? What do you mean? Coming to the misclick, sunk cost. No, I mean, at that point you gotta, you gotta do what you do. Coming to the misclick as I'm playing 3A, right? Like, it's not like 2A was, like, we were questioning the 2A skip the entire time, and I mean, now it makes sense being a misclick, but like, you could probably still find value out of the 2A skip. It's just, I guess at that point, Fish probably had a route idea and just didn't really, like, he did play that route idea, rather than playing around, the misclick. So she's gonna finish. I mean, he might finish like 5A. I don't think he's really interested in finishing all of Summit now. I mean, something to note here is that Fish didn't know that Sushi like had colossal execution mistakes in the start, right? Like, Sushi fell behind really fucking early because he just had mass execution mistakes, but that's not something Fish could have known. So like, I feel like if you skip 2A by mistake, you just have to commit to it and play 3A. And again, I don't think it was like super awful. It was not good. Clearly, it wasn't that good. But you could probably make something out of it. Going back to 2A was definitely like oh well, I mean, it is what it is. What can you say? Okay, Sushi's being a dickhead in the meantime. Like, thanks Sushi, cool. Good shit. Well, thank you for playing anyway. That is a quite unfortunate way for that match to go, but still, thank you for both players. Shouts to fishmcmuffins. Shouts to Msushi100. Because the other 99 Msushis were taken. And I guess we just set up the next match. That's a bit of a bummer, but I mean, that's how fucking bingo goes sometimes. Can't all be 50-minute like nail biters. Oh well, GG. We have talking about 50-minute nail biters. I don't know anything about this match, but it's a recorded match, and I heard it's content. We have Fell versus Tested in Box 2. Of the H killers. Well, again, this is a recorded match, so. Also, I feel like I can barely talk English at this point. And I also feel like my soul's getting my soul's getting voiced. Yes, my voice getting soul. So if anybody wants to hop on, like, I would greatly appreciate it. If not, then that's also fine. I'll probably manage. But man, my voice is dying already, and I still have like evidence paralysis after this match. Holy shit. Soul's getting worse, yeah. I mean, that's what I mean. I just can't talk English right now, dude. I cannot talk English right now. Heavens, for honest, yeah. There's a lot of content today. Hey, what's up, Fire? I'm definitely gonna oh, dude, English. Gonna get another liter of water after this, or before this, rather. I already fucking sipped the liter, but there's one more to go. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Hello, blue boy.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Wait, I can't hear you.
Huh?
Wait.